Hello guys, so this is going to be a different type of video this time. This time we're going to be doing a story time. If you've heard of like Scrubby, they basically like put on a game in the background while they're talking about stories. So I was playing Geometry Dash in the background. I recorded myself doing this and now I'm telling you this story. So basically back in first or second grade, well, no, it started in kindergarten. I had this really good friend. I'll call him Jimmy. Okay, Jimmy. He was like my best friend, and he was probably one of my only friends at the time. But yeah, Jimmy, he was a great friend. And starting in first grade, second grade, sometimes we would fight though, like over the most dumb things. You have no idea. First thing, we argued if a fox is more cat or dog. And then we argued when on those analog clocks on the wall in school where they have um where like eventually it gets to like the 12 and and then it gets to an hour. We were arguing over if when it get to 12 it got to 0 or 60. So yeah. And honestly, I don't really know which side I was on because I think I was team 60. Because, like, it makes sense. 12 times 5 is 60, right? Not 0, but I don't want to start any fighting in the comments. Anyways, we sometimes fight. And I have this vivid memory of him bringing a ice bottle to class. It's like a water bottle, but it's he just froze it overnight, I guess. Anyways, yeah. And then all of a sudden, he disappeared. I don't know where he's just gone. No idea what happened to him. So I just continued in elementary school. The week after he left, I was really sad. For like a day, I cried because he was my best friend. He was like my OG friend. Yeah. So he was one of my first best friends. But yeah, he left. I was super sad. And he ended up. So then we continued school. I honestly kind of forgot about it. And then middle school came around. Today was my first day. And I got there. And it was like one of those schools where it's like an elementary and middle school. Oh, I died. I don't know how. But yeah, it was one of those elementary and middle schools. So some people just went there during elementary school, and it turns out in like third grade, one of my friends, she was a girl, and let's call her Mary. Mary, we were great friends. We'd hang out, we'd like mess around and stuff, and then she left. And then you guys, you know who I'm about to talk about. He moved to Tennessee a couple years back. Let's call him Thomas. But yeah, so Thomas left to Tennessee. I didn't even get to say goodbye. Like, I knew he was leaving, but all of a sudden, he just left one day, and I didn't know when he was gonna leave for sure, so I guess he just left. And, yeah. So, oh, and what's Jimmy's sister? He she was like, she told me one time that she had teeth inside of her throat. And yeah, it was as weird as you can think. But yeah, anyways, I went to middle school today, the first day, and I found Mary. We got into class, and then we got to our homeroom, and I was just sitting at the table with somebody, and she said, "Oh, hey, what's your were you at Valindo?" And I said, "Oh yeah." And then she's like, "Oh, nice, me too." And she's like, "I used to be in your class." I was like, "Oh, what's your name?" She said, "Mary." So I was like, "Oh my gosh, wow, it's been so long. It's been like years." And so yeah, Mary was at my school, and I guess she's been there since. Yeah, she said she's been there since she left, I guess. She just went straight there. And then, um, and then, we did all our classes, but it was like a shorter day because it was the first day. And we were doing, and then we got to our home, because we have to go back to our homeroom the last day. And at the very end of the day, we have to go back. But, so we got back, and I was talking with Mary, and then she said, "Oh yeah, Jimmy's at this school." And I said, "No," I said, "Oh," she said, "Oh yeah, wait, what did it, so Jimmy's sister can be called, um, Jimmy's sister should be, I don't know, Joan of Arc. No, I'll call her Louise." So she said, "Oh yeah, I'm friends with Louise. She actually goes to this school." And I said, "Oh, cool. Does Jimmy go here too?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, actually he's right there." So I turned around, and Jimmy was there, but I didn't really recognize him because he's like so much taller. I used to be like slightly taller than him, but now he's like a couple inches on me. So it was kind of crazy, but then I got his number. I eventually got his number, and yeah, I found Jimmy. um, all you guys that I mentioned, you know who you are. Well, now I'm pretty sure all the people I mentioned don't even know I have a YouTube channel.